Yo, what's happening, everybody? It's that time again. I'm on time, on schedule. I'm prompt as hell. I'm just pretty much hitting every target 100%. Hit the nail right on the head, right on the money, bullseye. Pretty much just nailing YouTube. I'm back with the #1 series on this webpage. That's right, figure update. We are doing a new figure update for September 2020. I didn't want to miss. I missed so many months over this year. I ain't doing that. And plus, it wouldn't be a good use of my time to not be on this regularly at this point because so many figures have come out in the last month or two that it's been insane. I really think there were delays throughout the year because of the obvious world situation that a lot of things that were supposed to come out didn't, and they're all getting dumped out right now. It's crazy. I've received so many things in the last month. But because of this onslaught, like I did a figure update for August, I forgot so much stuff. I don't know what happened. Huge stuff that I was excited to show. I did a separate video about this, but we got the Turtles from Coming Out of Our Shells tour or whatever. I got another one here. Here's Raph shredding the guitar and stuff like that. NECA did this incredible box set of all the Turtles from this awful tour that happened. There's Michelangelo in case you wanted to see him with the sax. Leonardo with the one string bass guitar. I think that's what it's supposed to be. But anyway, all of those, yeah, I had them all, and it was just sitting right there, and I'm like, great, that's the end, bye. So anyway, I did a whole separate video for that. Take a look on my channel, you'll find it. But there was all this other stuff that I got that was brand new that was just sitting outside the door here, and I didn't even bring it in for the figure update last month. So some of these things are lingerers from August. Lingerers. This is how I simulate the lingering. So some of those came before, and then just this month, even a few weeks into September, the hits don't stop. So we're going to get to it. Bam! We're going to hit you. That's not true. That's a figure of speech. We're going to pummel you. Not much better. But let's start with a couple things that I totally forgot. I got them last month, and I didn't bring them up at all. Both of these showed up on the same day. I told you before how much I love what they're doing with these new Nendoroids. And these are Nendoroid figures of... These came out, like I said, the same day. Shinji Ikari from a little show, Neon Genesis Evangelion. Robin Williams' favorite anime. Shout out. Too soon to bring that up. Shout out, Robin. We miss you. And then the same day, we got Kaoru. I'm not going to say who Kaoru is, in case you haven't watched the show. Load it up on Netflix. Don't watch Cuties. Watch Evangelion. I'm telling you, you'll enjoy it better, even though it's probably ultimately just as creepy. But anyway, both of these came out at the same time, I think because they kind of go in tandem. Now, let me tell you. With Evangelion, I feel like we get figures. I'm trying to show examples. I don't have any here, but we always get figures of the damn, I'm looking at the background of the figures here, and the Green Ranger's, like, knocked over. Like, what bad form this is. Whatever. Anyway, they always sell the fanboy favorites, which are the girls in the show. Oh, it's Asuka. Oh, it's Rei. Aren't they cute? Oh, whatever. And then sometimes you'll get a Kaoru figure. This homeboy is in the show for like 20 minutes. This guy is not like one of the series leads, But the fans go nuts over him. Oh my gosh, so they sell that. You know who never gets a figure ever? Is Shinji, the damn main character of the show that the whole series rotates around. This whiny-ass kid. And I guess we answered our own question why they never make a toy of him, but there you could see him. See, these go in tandem. Shinji and Kaoru can sit on this step together and listen to the Walkman or whatever. I like that Shinji's got the moody look while he looks, while he's listening to the Walkman. The Walkman was a good choice. But you never get new figures of this asshole. Like, you really don't. It's just always like, yeah, Shinji. Oh, give us more, give us another Asuka. They don't even do Masato. Masato's the greatest woman character in that show. Woman character, female character. I feel like a nerd explaining it either way, but my favorite female character in that show. Whatever, however you want to word it. And they barely do that. It's like they all want everyone wants the little, pilot girl figures, and I don't get it. I want the damn series lead and Gendo, his dad. Spoiler. Anyway, that's not a spoiler. You learn that in the first 5 minutes. Anyway, so those showed up. Oh, I didn't even show the Kaoru one though. Kaoru is a good character. I'm not going to show this side because it's kind of a spoiler in case you never watched it. But again, they they're BFFs. You get it. But I'm not going to show you everything because you don't want to spoil it. Anyway, where was I? Oh, what was another thing that I got? Oh, yeah. Okay, this is partially open. But I'm going to show it anyway. SH Figuarts came through. I'm already realizing there's two things that are not in the room right now that I wanted to show on this, and they're not even in here. I do this every time. I don't know what's going on. Captain Ginyu of the Ginyu Force. Ginyu Force assembled. These guys were Frieza's elite team in the Frieza saga, Dragon Ball Z. And I've already opened some of these. I could not resist. So, sometimes I wait. Couldn't resist opening this. Let me get it open here. What the hell? Did I break it? Okay, his shoulder plates are coming off. But you know what, guys? A little patience goes a long way, please. All right. There we go. So, this guy, they made the figure nice and big. I'm really stoked about that. You could see for yourself. I have him palm out right there because, what's this? Oh, shit. I don't know if I can get this out, to be totally honest with you. He's got a full-size Dragon Ball. You can see it on the packaging. He's got a full-size Namek Dragon Ball. But I don't know if I can get that out without dumping this whole thing. You can't grab it. Oh, man. I may have fouled this one up. Guys, I'm so sorry. I wanted to show you him holding the Dragon Ball. Now he's just going like that, like he wants you to tip him. Oh, this is cool. I didn't see this before. Okay, so, whatever. Imagine a Dragon Ball in his hand. Imagine dragons, radioactive. But, what I didn't notice until right now... they always come with a bunch of different heads. Like, here's another head here. I don't know if you could see that, but he's, like, crossing his eyes, going crazy. The thing I really wanted was, at one point, if you haven't seen Dragon Ball Z, sorry, but at one point he does an attack to switch bodies with Goku because he wants his, like, strength. And he ends up accidentally doing the attack to a frog, so he switches bodies with a frog. Actually, no, he switches bodies with Goku for a second. And I was hoping it would have an evil Goku's, like, face with the scouter on. They're selling a Jace figure, another guy in the Ginyu Force, it's coming out soon, maybe, in the next couple months. And that does have an evil Goku head. And then they're putting out Raccoon, another guy from the Ginyu Force. And he comes with another head for Ginyu to make him, he has a frog expression, like, he, like, loses his mind. I'm glad you guys like that frog expression. But anyway, so that's really cool. But anyway, what I didn't notice right now is they always have a bunch of accessories, and he comes with, this is his front armor plate with a shot through it. I don't know if you could see that, but it's damaged. And I think that's when it happened. I think it's been so long since I've watched it, I'm barely remembering. But I think that's kind of what happens is during that attack. No. Doesn't he weaken himself? And then he switches bodies with Goku? So that Goku, once he's in his body, is all weak? Isn't that what it is? It's been, like... The last time I rewatched that, it's been a long time. We shouldn't have left you without a dope beat to step to. Alright. So that figure rules. This is one of my favorites in a long time. This is the story of a girl. This next one... Now, let's stay in the Dragon Ball thing. We'll get Dragon Ball over and done with. There won't be any more Dragon Ball stuff after this, so if you want to skip ahead, go for it. This is another one I couldn't help open. I couldn't help but open. Because this figure looks so cool when I open the box. This is one that I've been looking forward to the most. You know what? It's so impressive. I'm going to save it. I just realized I'm going to save it. It might be figure of the year. So I'm going to save it for the end. I know that's a betrayal. I'm going to save it. I'm going to flip-flop it a little bit. So I'll show you what might be my other contender for figure of the year. It's not Dragon Ball. We can move on from Dragon Ball. But my favorite, I think in this figure update, there might be two that are contender for figure of the year. I'm going to show one. This isn't as big as the one we'll show later, but I told you how good a job NECA did with these turtles. Now, again, I got to reiterate, it's so funny because I wasn't collecting turtle stuff for decades. When I was a kid, I was into them, but then I lost interest. But when they do these freaky live action versions, I don't know why, I love it. Like, I just can't get enough. For the movies or the live tour, well, they did a figure that I wanted when I was a kid, and I saw Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze. I wanted a good figure of this character so bad, and then I saw on the back of a box they were going to make one. And I was so excited, and I hunted at every store for a year and never found it. And then I finally went to a Kmart, and they had one. And it was cool they made a figure of this character, but it wasn't a very impressive figure. I remember thinking, well, that's as good as we're going to get. This kind of mangled version. Well, now that I'm a grown-ass man, I'm happy to say I and the company that created it can afford to make a good version of this character. Or in my case, buy a good version. Whatever. NECA did make the Super Shredder from Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze. This is when Shredder... I don't know if I have the little mutagen vial here. It comes with one. But Shredder in the movie... Sorry, Secret of the Ooze spoilers. The Ninja Turtles fight against all these new mutants in the new movie or whatever. They beat them. They go to this concert where Vanilla Ice is doing ninja rap. It's ridiculous. I mean, it exudes all the '90s energy you could crave nowadays. But Shredder gets like knocked out. Like I think they play a guitar really loud and it blasts Shredder. The speaker explodes and blasts Shredder out of the building, if I recall correctly. But he has mutagen with him, this stuff that mutates them. And in a last-ditch effort, having been humiliated and blown up out of the club, which who hasn't? It's not a good look. In that moment, they go out, like, did Shredder die? Is he out there? And Shredder, we find out, he drank all of the ooze. He chugged that thing, the mutagen. He chugged it like a Slurpee on a hot day. He just slurped it down his hot, heated, horny throat. Well, anyway, so then they see him under the dock. Shredder's alive, and he looks like this. It did this to him. And of course, the question everyone asks is, how did drinking mutagen make his armor transform? Like his outfit is totally different. How did that happen? But you know what? I feel like with movies like that, you got to use kid logic. The ooze touches something, it morphs, it transforms. He drank a ton of it. He's got all the armor on. It moves. You're using adult logic. You got to use kid logic sometimes. That's just the way it works. Trust me, I use it a lot. Anyway. This figure is scale with the other one, so you could see how much bigger it is. Here's a turtle, and then it's much bigger. But not much more expensive. I want to say maybe $5 to $10 more than in the normal NECA figure. But it looks straight out of the movie. It looks absolutely out of the movie. This is absolutely this was a wish fulfillment figure for me. Since I was a kid, I wanted a real good toy of the Super Shredder from that movie. It's so funny because I remember watching this movie and the scene where they confront him at the end was like, oh my god, like it was so thrilling and crazy that like, okay, they've been fighting Shredder forever, but now here's the ultimate battle. And in my mind, that's how I remember it, is the ultimate battle. And you watch that scene, like you go right now and watch that final scene with Super Shredder. They don't even fight him. Like this guy just knocks the deck over, like they're under a deck or a dock, deck a dock. He's knocking it over, and they're begging him to stop. Stop! You're gonna collapse this whole structure. Please don't do it, please. And then he does it, and it hurts him. Like they don't beat him up or fight him. But I think the way it's directed is really heroic. Like the turtles aren't gonna back down. They're gonna stand up against him, but they don't throw a punch. Like they don't do anything. He's just coming towards them, and then the dock collapses, and oh, damn! I can't get back up. Anyway, but this figure was just so well done. This is something I've wanted seriously like most of my life. So that I couldn't. This might be figure of the year. It's not as big as the one I'm going to show later, but it's a contender. It's a contender. So. Pretty cool stuff. Next thing I'll show is another one I already opened. There was on about August 30th, I think, a thing happened where Target stores now have a Galaxy's Edge section of their store. Usually in the toy aisle or whatever, but I think Disney is in this mega mindset right now of of course they've got all their channels to promote Star Wars, and now there ain't a movie on the horizon. Mandalorian season 2 is next month. I don't know why they're not really. I feel like they're not really showing much for it. I don't know, but anyway, you can definitely tell they're shifting gears to promote Galaxy's Edge as much as possible and really make it a tangible. I think the mistake that they made, I love Galaxy's Edge. I'm a huge fan of what they did with it. They definitely cut some corners and that I don't really care for personally. I think they could have done a little better on, but overall I think it's awesome. I think it's really, really cool. But I think a mistake that they made is they thought they wouldn't have to market it. Like, yo, our parks are so popular, all we have to do is tweet it's open. I think Bob Iger literally said that. And that, they would have wall-to-wall people all day, every day. It didn't really work out that way, and I don't think because it wasn't popular. I think, honestly, they blocked out every annual pass, and then everyone and their mother heard it was going to be so crowded. Why would you buy a ticket? Like, why? It seemed really off-putting to go to it all last year, I thought. But then add no marketing to it. You want to stay in the public eye. I mean, look at it this way. Coca-Cola is number one for a reason. They don't need to advertise. Coke? You don't know what a Coke is? But they do, and that's what makes them as big as they are. You know what I mean? I kind of feel like that's where Galaxy's Edge falls. It's like they need to be in the consciousness, especially right now when the parks are closed. It's not on anyone's mind. And, for them to spend that much to build something so grand like that, you definitely want it on the consciousness. And by putting this in the toy aisle and stuff, I think you'll have a lot of kids going like, oh, this Planet Batu, this is a place I can actually go, I do like their attempt to tie everything into the bigger universe. As a kid, that was something that always intrigued me, is when it was all tied together. That you can go and see something tangible like that. Oh my God, I would have lost my mind. So I do think it's a good idea to have things like this. But I will say that I do think it's odd that, how do I say this? That they did this during, right now. An in-store event. I know people who are rushing. I mean, I was about to go. To rush to Target the morning of August 30th to get all this exclusive Galaxy's Edge stuff. Because they're getting stuff that only Target stores are getting. And I was on my way out and I'm like, what are we doing? Like, we're all rushing to a store in the middle of a pandemic. It's not like I haven't been to a store, but, it's like I try to be in and out with the essentials. You know what I mean? And to me, it seemed a little weird that they, not that I was like terrified something was going to happen to me necessarily, but it just seemed a little irresponsible for the upper brass and Disney to go like, no, go to the stores for this, non-essential goofy shit. It just seemed weird to me. What do you guys think? I mean, I could be being a little baby about it. And again, I wasn't necessarily scared to go myself, but it just seemed like the people in charge didn't need to do that. Put it online. Like, just put that stuff online. Collectors are gonna buy up the whole first wave anyway. No kid is gonna get there, 2 days later and, oh, look at all this stuff. It's gonna be gone. Just put it all online. Fortunately, on the way out, when I was going to go, I checked the Target app, which had been sold out of all this Galaxy's Edge stuff, and they had just restocked this because this is the main thing I wanted. You better believe if they're selling a new DJ Rex, I need it. So here it is, DJ Rex, formerly the Star Tours captain from back in the day, now is the DJ at the Cantina in Galaxy's Edge, at Oga's Cantina. And you could see that on the box. I don't know if you could read that, but it has a stamp from Galaxy's Edge, transported from Galaxy's Edge Trading Outpost. So, and I think that's what they're calling the little section, Trading Outpost, whatever. Anyway, yeah, it's Rex. I have a full size robot Rex, right? Well, not full size, but the Bluetooth one, the giant one that's sitting right there. You got to have Rex. One of my favorite Disney Imagineering characters. But anyway, so I had to get that, and the box is pretty big. They committed to making this dude fat. That's the way it should be. Round all the way around. But I have to say, this is pretty funny. Hasbro has been having a hell of a time with their packaging. I don't know if you guys, I don't think I ever showed it on here, but maybe you guys saw it. That they had a new Luke Skywalker figure that literally said Luke Skywalker on it. Like the worst typo I've ever seen on a major product like that. Well, anyway, the hits keep on coming. I have a feeling somebody lost their job over because I think they've had a few more since. Maybe misspellings here and there. I mean, that's bound to happen. But the reason I bring it up is DJ Rex. Some packages have a symbol on the side for the resistance or whatever. They accidentally gave this one the first order. So they have. This packaging has certified that he is part of the First Order and should be terminated immediately. And he is, he's evil. And I'm sorry to say that. I didn't think DJ Rex was evil. But anyway, no, I kept seeing misprints online, and I was like, I hope I get a misprinted one. And I did, so I'm pretty excited about that. I love a good misprint. I'm probably opening this thing anyway. It doesn't matter. Speaking of opening things, I did that already with the other exclusive Galaxy's Edge figure. I didn't know there was another one. I was checking for DJ Rex all day, and then someone tells me, oh, did you get Hondo Ohnaka? I'm like, I'm sorry? Hondo Ohnaka is the, I know people are going to say, oh, he's from Clone Wars. I didn't watch the damn Clone Wars. In the ride, the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, there is an animatronic of this dude who is... who's kind of taken over the spaceport, and he's using the Millennium Falcon to haul goods. Chewie is letting him. So anyway, they did a figure of that version of Hondo Ohnaka that you see in the attraction, and he's standing up there, and he's like, yes, come in, whatever. I'm not going to do the impression. But anyway, I had to get this. I mean, anything that's like from the parks, I love. I know he was from Clone Wars. I didn't watch it. But I love stuff from the parks, so I had to get that. They did a good job. Figure looks great. He's got the goggles on, translucent, all that stuff. They did a really good job. Figures have gone a long way. I don't know how they keep doing better and better with the Star Wars ones, but the Power Rangers kind of look more and more mangled. Anyway, so I got both of those. Oh, I ended up buying the Hondo Ohnaka one off somebody who didn't want it because the packaging was so mangled. I wonder if I have it here. Yeah. You could see the packaging for Hondo Ohnaka was like gored. And so they were like, I can't sell this shit. And so I was like, well, dude, I'm opening that package in about 2 seconds. So it didn't matter. So I got that. Oh, here's the packaging too for the Secret of the Ooze Super Shredder. And I really like that they went with, like, wasn't that the, I mean, no, this wasn't the VHS cover, but this was the, like the movie poster. And you could see the shadow of 2 big mutants in the background. You see that? Those are coming, I think, November. I've already pre-ordered them. They were like an online thing, but they're coming any day now. Any day now. I just said November. Yeah, you can see on the box, look, it's them with under that dock. Like, please don't knock the dock over. Don't! Anyway, there's that. Now, the next thing is, this is a figure that should have arrived well in time for the last figure update. And I don't know what the hell happened. There were all these Comic-Con exclusives this year, and so many of them didn't ship. Now here's the thing. I know this year is full of... I get it. This is a year of delays because there's a pandemic happening. But this next one, I don't know what happened, because everyone I know got them by when Comic-Con was going to be, like mid to late July. But no one would ship me mine. I pre-ordered it the moment it came out, but like no site would budget. I had it pre-ordered on a couple different sites, and they were both like, yeah, we'll get to it someday. Yeah, we'll get. And it's like, but everyone else got theirs. Like, I don't really know what was going on. And again, I'm very patient for delays, stuff like that. But it was like my order disappeared. Maybe they didn't get enough. And no one was willing to tell me that. They just wanted to hang on to my money as long as possible. So anyway, this ended up showing up, and I don't know if it was supposed to or what that was the plan or not. They only made, how many? 3,000 of these. It showed up on the Target app, just like those Star Wars figures. Maybe it was through a third-party seller. I don't know. But I ordered it through that and got it immediately. Even the distributor of these for months would not get it to me. And this was a Comic-Con exclusive. Rest in peace, Comic-Con. That didn't happen. Tron VHS figure. And what it is, it's in, which, by the way, brilliant packaging. It's like clamshell case for the VHS. And on the old VHS artwork, so that, that's the cover, but they would show an image of Tron, and they made him, like, negative. You see that? That's a simulation of, well, it's all a simulation, isn't it? Simulation of that image. But they had Tron in, like, a negative red and black visage, And so that's what this figure is. See, you could see the seal, 1 of 3,000, which I've already broken the seal, because that's what I do. I don't keep things in packages. You open it. How cool is this? And you've got like an insert that looks like the VHS, which I love. I love stuff like that. I love a gimmick. And then there he is, a negative version of Tron. Yeah, this figure looks awesome. I had to get this. I don't have tons of Tron figures. I think some of them are okay, but this was so oddball that I had to do it. And it comes with like a stand and other accessories, stuff like that. But I thought that was so cool. Really cool Comic-Con exclusive. And like I said, everyone I know got theirs in July, and I was sitting here in like September going like, I guess that's it. I didn't get one. They've been done. But yeah, I don't know what happened. Maybe they don't have the staff to ship so many, but everyone else I know got it. So I was very confused. Confused no longer. Bam, I got it. Okay. Another Comic-Con exclusive. Now, this is another one that came later than when Comic-Con was going to be. In fact, I got it just today. Super 7 did Comic-Con exclusives. They're I think they're San Diego based or San Francisco. I can't remember. But I think they're just down here. I know they have a physical store down here. But they did kind of surprise Comic-Con exclusives every day of the con. And so you didn't know what it was going to be. And then one day, I didn't plan to get any of it because they do these reaction figures where they're meant to look like vintage figures. I don't really want figures to look vintage. I want them to look good, with some exceptions. Like one time they did a set of Alien figures, and they were a replica of what the Alien figures were supposed to be in the 1970s. Like they were supposed to release them back then, but they got canceled. So Super 7 redid them for the reaction line. I do think that is kind of cool. But this, I don't think this falls under that. I think this is its own thing. I had to get this because you'll see why. It is a set of the... Oh yeah, it is reactions. Part of the reaction series where they try to make these like figures you could have seen in the last 20 years. I had to get them because the Haunted Mansion. Bam. all 3 Hitchhiking Ghosts exclusive set, Comic-Con exclusives. I don't even know if you could see that in that lighting. The 3 Hitchhiking Ghosts at the end of the ride. This, I mean, I'm talking hours ago, showed up. I kind of like the top of the packaging has these cut out little sparkles. I don't know. Something I like. But anyway, yeah. Cool box set, you know, legit figures of those 3 characters. You know, I don't really care for the reaction figures when they're trying to do realistic stuff, but these are so cartoony. I think they fit the bill pretty good. So, yeah, anyway, very nice box set. I really like the packaging. This is one of those that the packaging is so nice. I very rarely leave things in the packaging, but it's so nice, I might just leave it in that, you know, and kind of display it that way. It's messaging me. Okay, so, cool stuff. Now, what else showed up? This just showed up. Bouncing back to Star Wars for just a second, but they did a great job. I mentioned before how Hasbro's doing a better and better job with Star Wars, and somehow Power Rangers start looking goofier and goofier. I don't know why that's happening, but they did. Again, it's 40th anniversary of Empire Strikes Back. I pre-ordered this a long time ago, and it finally showed up. I think people were finding these in stores like 2 months ago. I don't have time to hunt around at stores, so I waited for the online pre-order to show up like a day ago. Luke and Yoda training collection, you know, from Dagobah, from Empire Strikes Back. Luke carries Yoda on the backpack, all that stuff. They did a great job because when they do Yoda figures, when they did Yoda figures before, they make him kind of too big. But Yoda's small as hell, dude. Newsflash. So they actually made him tiny. He fits in the bag, and Luke carries him around. And that Luke looks good. Can you see that? The likeness is pretty damn good, I have to say. They did a really good job with this. It was a little expensive. Normally, Black Series figures are like $20, give or take. For, you know, one full-size dude and one little guy, this was like $45 or something like that. I think they, don't get me wrong, that's too much. But I think they utilized that and added more deco, you know, detail, whatever, because Luke is detailed as hell in this pack. So I think that's maybe why they, you know, tried to justify, oh, we could bump the price up a little bit. You know what I mean? I just have a feeling that's what happened. But anyway, they did a killer job with this. Both of them look really good. You know, if it's something from Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, whatever, you're always going to get me. You know, I'm a sucker. Okay. Japanese pre-order stuff that just showed up. Am I missing anything? Nope. Okay, this I was excited for. I was really looking forward to this. I mentioned before, Nendoroids, they're killing it. They're doing all kinds of cute figures. They did one for Death Stranding. I think this is the first mainstream, whatever you want to say, mainstream Death Stranding figure that I know of. Nendoroid Sam. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges. Here's the package you requested. Yeah, Nendoroid Sam Porter Bridges from Death Stranding. You can see him with the Audra. No, he's eating one of those. It's been like a year since I played it. What are they called? Not cordyceps, but you know, the little biotes or whatever. Whatever, the little maggoty looking things. Anyway, he's doing that. He's got all his pack. He's sorting through his luggage there. And then this is the deluxe version. You can get one that's just the figure. It doesn't have all this other crap. But I wanted the crap. You can see right there he's got 1,000 packages to carry. That's exclusive to this set. You know, he's carrying that and BB and all that stuff. They did a great job. He's got the hood. He's got sunglasses. All that stuff. They truly captured Norman Reedus with this thing. So kudos to them for that. But anyway, I love this. I think they did a great job. The Nendoroids, man, they're killing it. They're really doing a good job. Oh, and this is cracking me up because I think I had another thing show up too, but it's not here. So you'll just have to use your imagination. This just showed up. Robot Spirits by Bandai. I guess these are really like well done. In fact, there's no windowing on this package, so I might just open it. But it's from Evangelion 3.0 plus 1.0, and it's Eva Unit Type 8. I don't know if it's going to be called Unit 8 or whatever. It just says that. But and you see this in the opening. I know. Well, they've released the opening 10 minutes of the new Eva movie. And I've seen that this is in it. But anyway, they did a figure of that. I'm going to open it because there's no, like... It's weird. I think they're trying to use less plastic. But... Thought I was going to sneeze. I think they're trying to use less plastic, so they're going to put the viewing window in there. Let's open it up. I thought I was going to sneeze there, man. Dude, look at the side of the package. Evangelion 2020. Wait, can the... Evangelion 2020. If they only knew. Can you imagine, in another timeline, 3 months ago, we would have seen the conclusion to Evangelion. Kills me. Oh, there you go. Looks cool. You can see it right there. Very detailed, very posable kind of figure of this mess of an Evangelion unit. Looks cool, though. Yeah. Looks straight out of that opening animation, which I remember over a year and 2 months ago, huddling around my laptop, watching this leaked 10 minutes of the Eva movie. It wasn't leaked. They showed it at some events, but you could find it on YouTube. So that was cool. Anyway, that's cool. Just makes me sad to get it. A lot of that merchandise was already lined up and ready to go. Anyway, I think that's mostly it. So I'm going to get to the grand finale. Maybe contender for figure of the year, Super Shredder. That's up there. Maybe this tops it. And again, it's partially open because I couldn't wait. Great Ape Vegeta, SH Figuarts. Yeah, I'm talking, if you ever watched DBZ, that first saga, the Saiyan saga, you know Vegeta still has a tail, and if he sees that moon, he's becoming... Not Grape Ape, Great Ape. Anyway, this is one of the most impressive figures SH Figuarts has ever done. Certainly the biggest. Let me get the... I'm going to open this up. I don't want to drop anything. Come on, guys. Look at this. I'm just going to take this out of the packaging. Come on. Look how big as hell this guy is. Are you seeing this? So, you can open and close the mouth, which is great. It's very sturdy. You attach the tail right there. Tail is right here. You can attach it. I'm not going to do it right now. Multiple hands, including one where he's pointing. Doesn't he like jab someone with the, right up the ass or something? Anyway, but yeah, incredible figure. I'm really dying over this. But it's all in the details. Look at some of these details. Oh, it also comes with a big-ass stand underneath this. I don't know if you can see it. He's got two... You can put his hands together in one unihand like this. And look. It's the scene where he's smashing Goku in his hands. Like, he grabs Goku, and with two hands, he's smushing him. And they include that. I love that kind of stuff. But my favorite detail and accessory is the little Yajirobe that you can attach right up his ass. Because if you've seen it, spoiler, he is the one that slashes off Vegeta's tail and turns him back into a human to save the day. Super well done. Oh, this is another good detail too. He's got another set of eyes. One of them is blown out. I don't know if you could see that, but he gets shot in the eye at one point. Been there. Anyway, this is one of the most impressive figures of the year by far. I can't even get over it. It's so... When that showed up, this is just baller. This is another one though that came out in Japan a couple months ago and was not shipped. Like, the US sites were just not getting it. And finally, all the figure websites I pre-ordered it from were like, we don't know when we're going to get it. It was like, damn, that's a bummer. And then some clothing website got it, so I ordered it there and I got it immediately. What is happening? These are strange times, so I'm being patient, but it's a little weird. Anyway, that's about it. So what do you think? What's figure of the year? Great Ape Vegeta? Super Shredder? What do you guys think? Think about that. I totally remembered that there are two figures sitting out here. I went to the store earlier to get supplies for another video that I'm working on, and I totally forgot to bring them in. So think about which one's figure of the year for 2 seconds. I'm gonna go grab this stuff real quick. Ow, son of a bitch. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. That was really unprofessional. Did you guys decide what was figure of the year? No? Anybody? Leave a comment. Don't talk to the screen. And no negative comments, please. But yeah, we went to Walmart just down the street to pick up a couple things for this video, just like snacks and stuff. It'll make sense. When you see a video with snacks, it'll make sense. But yeah, we went there and I was like, let me just swing over here. I haven't found new figures at Walmart in like 20 years. I mean, seriously, I think Power Rangers in Space was still on the air when the last time I found new figures that I wanted at Walmart. That I can think of. But I went down there and they had the brand new Hasbro Lightning Collection Zeo Ranger 5. Red. The red Zeo Ranger. Now, I think they did a killer job with this figure. I mean, it looks good. It actually looks, I mean, they did a great job with it. But Tommy, I don't know what it is. Tommy just looks like, the human likenesses on these are just getting weirder and weirder. I don't know if you could see that. But he just looks like, he looks like the cool mom that is really supportive, you know? I guess it's not the worst, but I don't know. I feel like they nailed his likeness better before. I don't know what's going on. And then they did have Goldar, which they already did a GameStop exclusive Goldar. It pisses me off that they're double dipping already. Like, oh yeah, GameStop exclusive last year. Remember that? Anyway, here's another one. This one doesn't have the wings that the GameStop one had. But they kind of like, they said, oh, we made them a little more detailed. We painted them better. And he's got the little, like, nubs on it. Like Season 1 Goldar, he really doesn't have wings for most of it. So that's supposed to be this version of Goldar. But then I heard from everyone online, like, yo, I've seen this Goldar. It's barely different. It does not look different. So I canceled it online. I canceled my pre-order. But then I saw it in person, and I actually do think they did paint it better. There's, like, a wash over him to make it look a little more detailed, stuff like that. And the sword is bigger than the last time. So I guess joke's on me. I bought it again. I'm going to take the wings off of the old one and put it on this one. And then if you were a douchebag, you really could put the old Goldar figure back in this box and go return it at Walmart. I really have thought about that. You know, Walmart is kind of, you know, they're corporate. You know, I'm not for that, whatever, obviously. But then I feel like a dick. So anyway, I'm probably not going to do that. And then, you know, it doesn't hurt to have more than one Goldar. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, some people do that. There's even more egregious ones too, where sometimes you'll go to a store and you'll see like a Batman figure packaging, and then in the packaging is a figure of like Paul Bearer from WWE or, April O'Neil or something. Like, that does happen where people will just shove some other figure back in the box and take that back to, you know. Anyway, I didn't want to be part of that culture. So you let me know if you've done that, and let me know if you think it's no big deal. Or let me know if you think it is a big deal and I shouldn't have even brought it up. And then tell me what is figure of the year, because I can't decide. Great Ape Vegeta is incredible, but the detail on Super Shred, oh my gosh, and the lifelong want for it. Anyway, whatever. I've got 2 Goldars. I'm very lucky. And if anybody throws negativity or throws an insult or tries to take me down, I got 2 Goldars. Shut up! Can you hear that?